Alrighty. I know my following isn't very large, but I still feel like this is very necessary to talk about because if only three people see this, they can tell as many people that they know, you know, about it. So Halloween's going to be coming up this Wednesday, and I wanted to get this video out before, not the day of, because I feel like it's very important, especially nowadays, and it's kind of sad because I mean, what kind of world are we living in? But growing up, whenever we were allowed to go trick or treating, my mom would never let us have our candy right away. And she would always make sure we never ate any while we were walking because, I mean, you can't trust people nowadays. I've been trick or treating with several people before. Several kids before. They weren't my kids, and I'd always tell them to make sure that you don't eat any candy until your parents check the bag. And so, a lot of them would tell me, "Oh, their parents never check." Like doesn't make any sense. Their parents never check their candy, and I'm not trying to judge you if you're a parent. I know parenting is very hard, but there are a lot of crazy people out there, and Halloween seems to bring the crazy out in them. So check your kids' candy. There's a lot of issues going on right now in other countries where you've got people sticking like sewing needles in food and strawberries. I think that was going on in Australia. There was one year when I went trick or treating myself, and some lady tried to give us pills. She literally was like, "Oh, all I've got is medication," and she had a bottle of fucking pills. And my thing is, I mean, I was only in the sixth grade. I didn't really, know to like call the cops, but I feel as if there are a lot of people out there willing to find someone either not checking their kids' stuff or finding older kids themselves that just don't know to fuck with them. And so please, please, please check your kids' shit. Don't let them eat it as they're walking. I said it just before. I'm going to say it again. Don't let them eat it while they're walking. If they get upset with you, let them get upset, but explain to them why you're checking their candy. You don't have to say, like, people are crazy and they're trying to kill you. Just say you have to make sure the candy is safe. Individually packaged candy, first off, don't give that out to people. Like, if you've got, like, little bags, don't give those to people. Give them the prepackaged candy that people know can't be fucked with. Because I hate getting those prepackaged things of candy where there's like candy corn and there's like nuts and raisins and shit. And I'm like, first off, no one likes that. Second of all, who's gonna trust that? I don't know if you washed your hands. I don't know what you laced that shit with. I'm not eating that. So if you're one of those people that enjoys giving that kind of stuff out because you think it's just like so much better because it's so much more personal, you took your time to make those little bags, just know that a lot of that shit gets thrown in the trash. I understand that you may think that it's a really, personal way to connect with your neighbors and their neighbors' kids, but I guarantee you, like, if my family is like a lot of the ones that come to visit you, that shit gets thrown right in the trash because we don't trust it, and we also don't like count and calculate who gave us what. Because if our neighbor that we've known for years gives us that candy and we're walking around for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we come back, who the fuck gave us this? No, we're throwing that right in the trash. So just a little heads up, don't do that. Go out and buy. It's like right now in Meyer, $1.50, and then it's like buy one get one free because it's so close to Halloween and they're trying to get rid of their inventory. Just don't do that. Go and buy some candy. Don't be a cheap ass, and don't try to make it all ooh. But anyway, bottom line, check your kids' candy. Just check your kids' candy. Check it because you have no idea. You may come to find that there's some stuff in there, and you're like, this is our neighborhood, and someone gave one of our kids this. Who the fuck was that? And it may make you like fearful. It may make you, kind of about Halloween, but as a parent, as the guardian, as the adult, it's up to you to make sure your kids are not getting poisoned and they're not going to bite into a fucking needle or some staples or some shit. Anyway, happy Halloween. It's 2 days from now. Well, a little under 2 days from now, when your kids will be out there, in their costumes, doing whatever it is they do. Just make sure you all are all safe and check that fucking candy. Bye, y'all. Happy Halloween.